today is January 30th, and we're on pages 58 and 59. It's day 2 of the science article, and this month we are talking about welcome to the Uncanny Valley.
没错，我们今天要继续介绍昨天介绍过的恐怖谷效应。各位，你还记得昨天我们简单讲过这个 Uncanny Valley， 它不是一个地方，而是一种心理感受。如果说今天你看到一个机器人，感觉上很像人的时候，你会喜欢它。但是如果它像到某个程度的时候，你会突然觉得，哎呦，好恐怖啊！心里产生一种不安的感觉。它那个突然从喜欢到非常非常不喜欢的这个过程里头呢，还会形成一个像一个峡谷一样的感觉，那个叫做恐怖谷。所以说，在我们昨天有简单的介绍一下恐怖谷的一些理论啊等等，我们今天要继续介绍跟恐怖谷有关的一些资讯哦。
Welcome to the Uncanny Valley. We have all visited the Uncanny Valley. If you have ever been frightened by a mannequin in a dark room, or watched a horror movie about a talking doll that kills, then you have been there. While it makes sense to be afraid of murderous dolls, the Uncanny Valley response proved terrible for box office bombs such as Final Fantasy and Cats. The characters in both movies appeared either too human or not quite human enough in their appearance. This is the challenge for roboticists today, who are making every effort to build robots that can be human enough so as not to make people feel uncomfortable. This is easier said than done. Many of the most advanced robots can make people's blood run cold. There are several design principles roboticists could use to avoid the uncanny valley. The first one is that robots should have synthetic voices. When a robot has a human voice, it can give a negative impression. The second principle is that robots should match their appearance. If a robot looks like a microwave, people expect little of it. If it looks like a human, people tend to think it can perform all tasks that humans can. Overall, it might not be the best idea to make robots in our own image.
Okay, friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We will start paragraph 1, but before we do, we are talking about the Uncanny Valley and especially robots and the Uncanny Valley. Anthony, are there robots they don't bother you? You don't feel the Uncanny Valley?
Maybe in animated film WALL-E, I love that robot.
Yeah, WALL-E was cute.
WALL-E.
For me, I really like R2-D2.
Mm-hmm.
And he sounds cute too, right? But yeah. Think about that. R2-D2 and WALL-E don't really look like people. And they don't try to move like people. In fact, WALL-E and R2-D2
差不多的样子感觉，对，没错。
And just right, and they make cute sounds. What about robots you don't like? Maybe there's something wrong with them, or you feel the uncanny valley.
我在想到的是之前有一个 Will Smith 拍的一部片子叫《机器公敌》，里面 iRobot 那个里面的那个 robot 让我觉得就有点害怕。
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one. That is a good one. I didn't think of that. For me, honestly, remember Qilongju, everyone? After Qilongju ended, they made a new Qilongju Dragon Ball without the artist. And they had this robot named Geru or something. And he would get in trouble and Geru. He only said that he was so annoying. But I didn't feel the uncanny valley because he wasn't scary. Check this out. Bina 48, B-I-N-A, Sizaba. It's so uncomfortable. I feel uneasy. I feel Bina 48 is creepy, and she's very eerie. E-E-R-I-E. 超级不舒服. Bina 48.
就是那种仿生机器人哦，你可以去查一下 Bina 48。BINA 48，你去找他第一代的仿生机器人吧，他的那个脸部表情，这长得跟人很像，可是他表情 移动的方式极度不自然。你可以去看一下，老师用 eerie 这个字来强调，就是那种非常不舒服的那种感觉，比 spooky 还严重。这样
Yeah, be spooky high on jump. Like look, R2D2, Wally, Bina 48, everything else. Like Bina 48 is the worst. Okay, let's continue to paragraph 1. We have all visited the Uncanny Valley. If you have ever been frightened by a mannequin in a dark room or watched a horror movie about a talking doll that kills, then you have been there.OK,
所以我们现在告诉你是日常生活中实际感受过恐怖谷的经验哦。他说 We have all visited the Uncanny Valley. 我们都有恐怖谷效应这种经验。如果 if you have ever been frightened by a mannequin， 如果说今天你有机会被一个这个人体模型，可能你去那个服装店有没有？然后人体模型有非常非常多一些奇怪的动作，对吧 ？Mannequin 就是那个东西。In a dark room， 如果你在这个黑暗的房间里看到人体模型吓到。或者是 watch a horror movie about a talking doll that kills， 应该讲的是鬼娃恰吉吧？哈，那你就有这种经验。Then you have been there.
I'm just thinking about like the killer doll. Also, remember Mannequin Piss? Remember that one? Like the statue. It just everyone loved it because he peed.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought of mannequin. That's what I thought of. Yeah. The Christmas tree is probably the mannequin feeling. Right?
没错，没错。
Now, look at the word frightened. That word just means scared. S-C-A-R-E-D. Don't say the word scary here. S-C-A-R-Y. That's the wrong word here. Frightened 不是 scary. 请写下来 scary. S-C-A-R-Y. Cross it out.
没错。当你说 scary 的时候，是这个东西本身很恐怖，让旁边人感受到一些恐怖的氛围，散发着恐怖感本身。但如果说今天是感受到恐怖的话，我们都要用 VPP 的这种形态，像是 frightened, scared。
也不要说 afraid. Afraid by is wrong.
没错。
All right, here we go. Let's go to our next sentence. While it makes sense, while we understand, while it makes sense to be afraid of murderous dolls, the Uncanny Valley response proved terrible for box office bombs such as Final Fantasy and Cats.
好，我们看这句话哦。当你看到 while 这个字的时候，多半它在比较两件事情，而且是在一个对比的感觉。While it makes sense to be afraid of murderous dolls， 好，的确啦，如果你看到一个拿着刀对你冲过来的这种娃娃的话，你会怕是可以理解的。Murderous 的意思就是会谋杀他人的这种娃娃，好，是如果你看到他会害怕是正常的。但是他说 The Uncanny Valley response 这种恐怖谷的这种心理反应 proved terrible for box office bombs。我们这边讲一下 box office bombs， 就是那种非常非常卖的非常不好的电影，好，你可以称之为这种票房毒药啦，或者是那种票房惨遭滑铁卢的电影啦，好，它这种恐怖谷的心理效应呢，事实上你可以在很多这种票房毒药的这些电影里面曾经看到说多么的可怕，像是 Final Fantasy， 好，就是太空战士，还有 Cats， 就是新版的那个猫，好，它的票房都卖得很差，其实也是恐怖谷效应所造成的。
Was that 2 years ago in December? I remember Cats was a huge bomb. Huge bomb. And it looked stupid. Like the cats, they look so bad. For me, the Cats wasn't Uncanny Valley. They looked really bad. But I understand why people would feel Uncanny Valley with the cats.
所以说各位如果看过新版的这个猫的话，你看的时候觉得越看越不舒服，那该是就会是恐怖谷效应的原因。
Did you watch Cats or Final Fantasy?
No.
They look terrible. They both look terrible.
Wow.
Yeah. I think they could make a good Final Fantasy movie, but not like this. Yeah. Okay, let's go on. The characters in both movies appeared either too human or not quite human enough in their appearance.
好，所以在这边的话，告诉你说 the characters 就是在这个片中的主角呢 ，in both movies 这两部片子，好，只要看到 both 一定是两个，这两部片的这个主角呢 appeared either too human， 要么就是看得太像人类了，或者是 or not quite human enough， 好，看起来不太像人类 in their appearance， 就是在他们外形方面 过犹不及，所以当然觉得说，还没有到像到我喜欢的程度，但是太像让我觉得很讨厌，所以人真的是很难讨好的一种动物啊。
The cats look so bad. Like for me, I think Cats is one of the worst looking movies ever. It looks so bad.
Wow.
Okay, so either 也可以说 either, just both are fine. We say both. Either. We even like to say that. Okay, and 这个意思是 you have to pick one.
Yeah.
All right. I just keep thinking about cats. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we will have paragraph 2. Hey friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski. That's Anthony. We're on page 58 and 59, and we are talking about the Uncanny Valley. So we talked about how I feel the Uncanny Valley, how you feel it. I hope you guys will tell us how you experience the Uncanny Valley. I started to think, I said, I wonder if the Uncanny Valley is universal, meaning we all feel it in all cultures. Do we all feel it the same way? And I wonder if people from maybe like isolated people or people without a lot of technology growing up, would they feel the Uncanny Valley stronger than we do? We grew up with a lot of technology. We know about robots and prosthetic hands. We've seen zombies in movies. Is the Uncanny Valley less for us and stronger for people in those other cultures?
所以老师问到一个很有趣的问题啊，他就是在想说，到底这种 Uncanny Valley 这种状况呢，是举世皆然 universal 呢，还是说其实根据各个不同的地方文化啊，或甚至科技进步的程度而有所差异？比方说像如果说今天是在一些那种比较与世独立的这种地方，他们比较没有接触过这么多科技的这些国家里头的人，他们所感受到的这种恐怖谷效应，跟我们平常习惯这些各式各样的这种科技啊产物，各式各样的那种机械设备等等，我们所经验到的是比较强的恐怖谷效应呢，还是比较弱的恐怖谷效应？相对于他们是什么样的情况？老师常常在想这个问题。
Yeah, like there's an island not close to India, but it's a part of the Indian country. And those people are basically people like from 10,000 years ago. People have only visited them like once or twice in all of history. And it was like by accident. And these people don't understand the outside world. They don't have electricity. They only have the island. They don't leave the island, and it's illegal to go there. I wonder if their Uncanny Valley would be stronger because their feeling of like disease and sickness would be stronger than ours.
没错，老师举到一个在印度的某个地方，它就是个与世独立的地方哦，而且事实上他在那边的话，他们过的日子啊，各方面他们没有电力，过的是那种可能几千年以前的那种生活形态。但是想说，如果说今天他们所经历到的恐怖谷，是不是比我们更加的强烈而严重？
I wonder. Tell us what you think. Okay, let's go to paragraph 2. This is the challenge for roboticists today who are making every effort to build robots that can be human enough so as not to make people feel uncomfortable.
好，我们来看这句长句子哦。他说，所以现在呢，这个现今机器人专家面临的挑战 ，This is the challenge for roboticists。好 ，roboticists 就是指这个机器人专家。现今呢，就碰到这个挑战了。然后他们这些人呢 ，who are making every effort， 好 ，to do something， 就是很努力的去 build robots that can be human enough， 好，看起来算像人类 ，so as not to make people feel uncomfortable。他打造像人类，但是不会到那种让人觉得看了不舒服的程度。他要去抓那个平衡点，他们为这件事情不断在努力。
Okay, let's underline make every effort to. This is a great phrase. This means you tried very hard to do something, but you couldn't. For examples, I mean, sometimes I have students that don't do a good job, and it's my job to talk to the parents and tell them, Mom and Dad need to know. And I'll call them, Mom doesn't answer. I send an email, Mom doesn't answer. I will have the Gwei Tais at our school say, if they come in, talk to them. Dad doesn't answer. And I make every effort to tell Mom and Dad their kid is having trouble and I want to help them. Maybe they're not doing their homework, but I can't talk to them. So I tried very hard, but 比较没办法。
Yeah， 没错。所以当你提到说 make every effort， 就是你想得到的办法都做。像老师如果说今天发现到，这个孩子需要帮助，要跟他爸爸妈妈讲一下，可能有机会打电话给爸爸妈妈不接，然后或者是写信啊不回，然后跟柜台讲说，碰到的话那个跟他们爸妈说一声，也没有机会。所以 make every effort 就很像是你能想的方法都去做，都去试。
That's right. Okay, let's go to our next sentence. This is easier said than done. Many of the most advanced robots can make people's blood run cold.
OK， 这句话来告诉你说 ，This is easier said than done。这句话常常使用到哦，就是指说你说起来很简单做起来可不是这么一回事，很难，对不对？Many of the most advanced robots， 很多我们现在看到最先进的机器人呢 ，can make people's blood run cold。意思就是指说，那个外形让你看起来就觉得说，哇，很不舒服啊，因为可能太像人类了，刚好像的那个点让你觉得很不舒服，就是在恐怖谷的那个地方，所以让人家感到毛骨悚然的话，你可以说 make people's blood run cold， 这种方法让你的血都变成冷的。
Both of these are great phrases. If you have a highlighter, take out your highlighter. 这个是比原子笔还要重要。We can highlight easier said than done. We love to say this in English, okay? You give me some recommendation. 你推荐什么东西 and I say easier said than done. That sounds easy, but it's actually really hard. And then we have something makes somebody's blood run cold. That means you feel very scared or you feel very frightened.That word we learned in paragraph 1, 的那个第二句，对不对？
没错。
Blood run cold. Draw a little arrow to frightened in paragraph 1. Okay, and with that, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we got paragraph 3. All right, friends, we are beginning our final paragraph on page 58 and 59, The Uncanny Valley. Okay, here's a movie filled with Uncanny Valley.The Polar Express. I remember seeing like previews for this movie. Like everything looks so ugly, and I felt uncomfortable. It was like I felt like the art was weird or something. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like just search Polar Express, and everything in this movie just looks weird.
没错，各位不知道有没有看过《北极特快车》这部电影哦？他们的话其实使用的科技就是把那个感应器贴在脸上，试着去捕捉这个演员的表情，然后把它变成了这个动画，所以它看起来有点怪怪的，但是呢又很像是那个演员，他的那个主角是 Tom Hanks， 好，就是这个列车长啊等等。老实说，他当时在看这部片的时候，觉得那个预告一出来，觉得哇，整部片的那个预告看起来那个感觉很不舒服。
Was it a bomb? I want to say it was. I think it was. Because I think they wanted to make a big Christmas movie. We love a big Christmas movie. And you always have something that tries to be popular. Because if it's popular at Christmas, you'll watch it every year. And every year you have money. So it's a really good thing to have a big hit at Christmas. Polar Express? No. It's no good. No good. All right. There are several design principles roboticists could use to avoid the uncanny valley. This is a tough sentence. Maybe you want to listen to it again.
OK， 所以在这边的话，我们看到这一段的第一句话 ，There are several design principles roboticists could use to avoid the uncanny valley。好，他是说机器人专家呢可以用一些设计的一些原则哦，来避免这种恐怖谷效应，让大家看了觉得很恐怖这样子。
The first one is that robots should have synthetic voices. That means it should sound like a robot or not perfect.
所以这第一个呢 ，the first one， 第一个这个重要的这个 principle 呢，就是robots should have synthetic voices， 它应该有合成的声音，不要太像人的声音。
Like you can use like AI to make this sound just like you. Like
Yeah.
We have enough recording. We should totally do that and see what it sounds like, right?
没错。
When it sounds just like you, it's, ooh, this is scary. This sounds just like you. And I've heard examples of it. When a robot has a human voice, it can give a negative impression. So when it sounds like a human, you feel uncomfortable.
所以这边他告诉你说 ，when a robot has a human voice， 一旦这个 robot 机器人它有人的声音的时候 ，it can give a negative impression， 它可以给你一种很不好的、很负面的一个印象。
There was this famous movie in the 1970s called 2001: A Space Odyssey. And they're flying to, I think, Mars. And the AI robot that controls everything had a problem. And it starts to kill the people because it looks at the people as a disease, as a virus. And the robot can talk to you. And so Dave, our main character, would tell the robot Hal to stop. And it's this big red eye. And Hal would say, I'm sorry. And he sounds like a person. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. And he would try to kill him. And it was this human voice. It's a robot that sounds like just you and me. And that's what's so scary about it.
所以说今天老师提到另外一个好像是2001 Odyssey 什么的，一个星际什么的。我记得我看过这部电影，但是我印象没有很深刻。它里面有一段呢，就是讲到说这个机器人他打算要杀掉我们这个主角叫 Dave。然后呢，他那个声音就发出来说 ，Dave, I have to do this， 我必须要这么做，我必须把你干掉。它是刚好是机器人搭配着人的声音，好，那看起来给人的感觉就是一个非常非常不舒服的负面的感觉。
Yeah, he would tell Dave, the character, would tell the robot, "Stop this! Don't hurt the people." And he's like, "I can't. I have to do this." And he sounds just like you. I have to kill you. And it's a very uncomfortable feeling. So when it sounds too much like a person, we don't like that. The second principle is that robots should match their appearance.
OK， 第二个呢，重要的原则就是 that robots should match their appearance。其实事实上呢，机器人要跟外观上面看起来是相匹配的。然后如果说长得太像人的时候，的确是很恐怖。
This is interesting. If a robot looks like a microwave, people expect little of it. If it looks like a human, people tend to think it can perform all the tasks that humans can. So if it looks simple, like, okay, it can only do a little. If it looks like you and me, why can't it do this? And it feels uncomfortable.
所以说这里的话，它的外观跟它的功能也要相匹配啊。所以如果说今天一个这个机器人 looks like a microwave， 看起来很像是这个微波炉的话，那 people expect little of it。这个微波炉嘛，你还能期望它什么？但是如果说你看到一个机器人，它其实是微波炉，但它弄得很像人的样子，对吧？哈 ，if it looks like a human, people tend to think it can perform all tasks that humans can。所以在这里的话，就变成是，如果它其实只是个那个微波炉，但它弄得很像人的样子，你就会期望说，它应该什么都能做吧？这样的话就会很失望。叮，收到了，它就是一个没用的东西，这样。
I really like this idea. It's like it's a microwave, but it looks like a human.
Yeah.
I love this idea.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Okay, hot take. Time for a hot take. We don't need AI in everything. AI is very useful. AI is good in some things. I don't want AI in my refrigerator. I really don't want to use your QR code menu. And I really don't want AI on like my just regular everyday, like my washer and dryer, my appliances. 就是你要做家具的那个东西. I don't need AI in that. I don't want it. I don't want Bluetooth in it either.
这样子，所以说任何的那种家具啊，那像让吸尘器啊，各式各样的东西，它不需要什么 AI 智慧帮它去弄。
No, I don't need any of that. I don't want it to look like a person. I don't want it to talk to me. Leave me alone. Yeah. That's how I feel. That's my hot take. You?
那我的话，我也是就是我觉得就是干干净净、清清爽爽的当机器就好，你不要弄一个人的样子。他说我可以帮你扫地，我可以帮你做那个微波食物，然后弄每个家里好多人。No, please don't.
老人话 right here. Tell us what you think. Okay, last sentence. Overall, it might not be the best idea to make robots in our own image.
好，最后呢，还告诉你说，总结来说呢 ，it might not be the best idea， 意思就是这个想法其实并不 OK， 不太好，不是什么好主意。To make robots in our own image， 用我们自己的形象来制作机器人的话，实在不是什么好主意。
All right, we're out of time for Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Antony.
We'll see you next month. Bye bye.